hold on.
Hold on, China's invading.
Yeah. That wasn't part of the game. Everybody leave. I'm in DC. I get this ahead of time. Alright, welcome back. Last session was kind of a bit of a climactic turn of events. You reached the Oracle for advice on seeking out these giant lords. What you gained most was knowledge of Lynn Armal, the home of the cloud giant countess. Name is
I think we got a bit of
Countess
information
Sensuri.
on a lot of them, right?
You
Yeah,
did, but you
so-
kind of focused the most on the cloud giants.
Yeah.
You know that the Linar Mall is floating somewhere above the Evermoors. And then, as you were leaving, an ancient blue dragon crashed through the entrances, and Harshnag sacrificed his life to help your
Hey,
escape.
he might not have
Spoilers.
died.
Maybe, maybe not. He told you to run. You heard what looked like would sound like, and what was an explosion as the temple collapsed around you, and you escaped, but just barely. And the cultist leader did mention the name Ilmarith.
Yes, I think we
Yes.
were planning on doing like a history or arcana to see if we knew anything about that. Why a dragon is trying to murder us while we're doing this with giants. Although I think we did find out in the past that giants and dragons hate each other.
Yeah, that we did.
Yeah, because of the whole thing with Tiamat,
Right.
which happened hundreds of years before this.
Find out how in Rise of Tiamat.
Yeah.
Wizards, give me money. Would that be a history or?
Are you just
I was
Think
trying to
we
For
can
find
the
out.
name-
name,
Dragons?
to recognize it. Whoa.
Yeah, like is this one particularly known for anything? Do they serve anyone? Well, probably not as an ancient dragon, but do they have their own cult?
if you're
Well, I think-
roll me history as you're pooling your own resources to try to figure this out.
I'll give it a whirl.
You
Wow,
have
that was
access to
really
quite a lot of
delayed.
draconic lore, but Limrith herself seems to be purposely obfuscated. There's not a lot of mention of any dragon of the blue flight named Limrith in a lot of texts, although certain encounters do have a dragon matching her description as existing for hundreds, if not thousands of years.
Can we ask the
Also-
dragon cultists if they know? Because they were the ones who mentioned the name, so they might have more on it than we could possibly know.
Yes, if you ask the cultist leader says Klauth has kept his eyes over Imlith, but they rarely meet. Whenever one of them meets with each other, it's a provocative event. They rarely have words in common.
If you don't mind me asking, what was
What about
the
draconic?
events that occurred? We were inside. We don't know. Did Imrith just fly up to the temple and immediately enter, or
Yes, we just saw an enormous blue dragon fly past us as if we weren't there and crash right through the gates.
okay? So there wasn't any grandstanding or anything. Good to know.
No. We recommend leaving immediately.
I thought we already did, and we're just
Yeah, I
kind
thought
of
we were on the
collecting
airship.
ourselves. Oh,
Like-
well, yeah, we're.
We're
going
Yeah, no, I thought that was kind of.
probably
The
an
last
line
thing we
as
did
we-
was board the airship.
What do we think, Mirabar? Just get to the Harpers, report what we know.
Sure.
Because
Works for me.
Mirabar has a Harper group, I believe.
They do.
We'll attempt to make that journey, which... How long? 125 miles?
Yeah, about 120 miles to the southeast or southwest. Yeah, the winds are in your favor, so that would take you about a day and a half to get there.
Okay. Good to know. We're not at Blackford Road.
Well, you try to assume control of the party token, things like that happen. You overshot it. Congratulations.
No.
Yes.
I imagine they're just piloting and we're like, guys, is that Mirabar down there? Quiet,
Just
you.
keep flying. Don't worry about it.
Are you versed and trained in airship handling?
Well, no, but
Good, neither are
I'd
we.
be-
Was that really?
I'd be really well versed in ballistas if they'd let me goddamn use it.
No,
Again,
slap.
That one cultist member continuously slaps your wrist as you reach for it.
Who
No.
are you?
Let's see, Mirabar.
But yeah, let's go to Mirabar, go to the Harpers, and be like, so, good news and bad news.
Well, hardly hardly the surprise that you think you might give to Mirabar is waiting there as kids and panicked adults are running around yelling, "Did you see the dragon yesterday?" He
Yes,
just flew
I can.
right through us.
Through?
I looked to
Broke
see if they
all of
have
the
a hole in
ancient
her
wards
body.
in the wizard tower. It was impressive at such speed.
Whoa.
Also, impressive might not be the best word for that. Terrific, maybe, because of how terrifying
Terrifying.
it was.
Giving a grammar
Or
lesson to
horrific.
peasants. Although at Mirabar they're north. At Mirabar they're rich, so I guess they could be.
Maybe
retained
that's
with
the first
grammar.
bit of excitement they've had in a long time. But yeah, I'm gonna go to the Harper group. Although, wasn't it like a stable in Mirabar for the teleporter? I forget where we came out.
You came out of a stable, yes.
I'll
Hmm.
follow suit.
Well, they have to have agents somewhere, so I'll try and find them surreptitiously.
Mm.
Not just go to the tavern and be like, "Hello, Harpers. Please
Yeah, that
meet
would
with
Hello,
me.
I would
Very
like
bad.
to play a harp.
I'd like to meet one Harper, please."
Do you head to the stable, right?
Would I know if there is like a station besides the stable? Because I know there's usually a person there, but they might have like a base we were told about.
No, you wouldn't know anywhere else.
Okay, well, we'll go to the stable then.
Well, attending at the stable and pushing some hay around with a pitchfork is Zaspar Bronzefire, the shield dwarf mage who poses as a stable hand for the Harpers. Sees you and he goes, "Ah, hey, you looking for some horses out of town?"
Not anymore, thank you, though. We're full.
You want to raise his eyebrow inquisitively, but then shake his head and say, "Then what's your business here?"
We were hoping we could meet some of your associates if they're in town.
Well, there's barely any Harpers but me and the Archwizard.
Well, perhaps you could send a message then, because it's fairly important, but I'd rather not use the main methods of travel currently, as we have places to be.
Could you write me a message? I'll send it out.
Sure,
in the
and
morning.
I'll summarize what had happened with finding the artifacts, being told what we were told by the Oracle, and Harshnag's heroic
so-
last stand.
After an hour of talking, Zaspar said, "Hold on, I knew I should have gotten a parchment and paper for the parchment and quill for this."
You waited an hour for this?
Now, please continue. Start at the top. He'll kid and he'll
Well,
mention.
Well,
he'll start
first we were
motioning
on our
back.
way to Nightstone to see the stone, but then it was gone, so we had to leave Night.
that's too far back. We've already explained that. The
He'll
first
motion
time,
behind him where you see an unseen servant. Well, I guess you don't see it, but but a quill is held aloft in the midair, scratching notes on a piece of parchment.
Yeah, we summarize, give him the cliff notes of
I
what
do
had
the
occurred.
thing.
I
Yes.
already said I did the thing, but we did a bit. I don't want to say it again. I mean, I will if you make me, but
Well, he'll nod and he'll say, "Very well. And what do you want us to do about it?"
just wanted to report it. I mean, Harshnag was one of your agents, wasn't he? Or a friend of the Harpers. We wanted you to know that he may be incredibly wounded at the Eye of the Allfather. He fought
Will's
Irilith? I forget the name.
Marith.
Imarith.
There's an L. It'll say, yes. Okay, we'll send a group to teleport there as soon as we can to see if we can find anything.
That would be much appreciated. He was very helpful and a very great person. But if that's the case, we'll be on our way to continue our... I don't really think it's a quest at this point. Our actions.
Duty.
Genocide. That's the one.
To be fair, we haven't killed a single giant yet.
I don't think we even killed that troll.
No, it died to the fire giant, technically.
Man, I am terrible at my job.
I mean, all you have to do is be angry. You don't actually have to kill them. But yeah, so I'll reconvene with everyone else and say, so we've got our leads. We have the most information about the cloud giants, but at the same time, I kind of want to give the fire giants a, black eye. Okay, I say we kind of reconvene, well, not reconvene, gather our knowledge so we know the cloud giants are at the Evermoors.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
What was the other bit? There was the...
Let's see. The
It was east to the...
Starboard Mountains, the sea.
The Sea of Moving Ice.
Conch. Southeast untamed moors. Look to the sky. Countless cloud giants. Secret chest. Highest spire. Some shit. High and low. Great forest. Great peaks. Great stone. Keep. Hyle. I think that's the Hialitica. East Mountains, Snow Cold Mountain, side of the Cold Mountain side, Yak Folk, Iron Slag, Duke Solto. I think that's the fire giant one.
Mm-hmm. Do we have a general area for that one, or is it just east? So somewhere in this area up here.
There is a town called Iron Slag right up here.
Oh, okay. So, yay. Okay. So there's 3 of them. Was there any others we got?
Something about a font for teleport. Oh wait, that was the conches themselves. We only asked for 4.
Yeah.
And
So
those are the 4 we got.
I have Evermore's, the
You're missing
Iron
the
Slag.
High Forest one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, high and low, great forest.
Oh, there it
great
is.
Peak, great stone keeps, and Helithica.
Well, I see the high forest. I don't see a low forest, but somewhere in here then. Okay. Well, I mean,
Why would you
Really?
name something the Forgotten Forest? What the crap?
Well, they didn't remember. They couldn't remember
Which
its
forest?
actual name.
That forest.
It's not the forest that's forgotten. It's the name of the forest that's forgotten.
but yeah, in all seriousness, which do we feel like going for? Because cloud giants frighten me, but I guess all giants frighten me, so I'm good with anywhere.
I guess we
What's
could try the
the
Evermore's
general alignment
closest.
of cloud giants again?
Roll history.
Sure.
Can I roll with advantage because I'm a giant slayer? Do I like my
Slain many
background?
giants, have you?
Well, it's a
he's
favorite
still his
enemy,
job.
and it's
Yeah,
the
I
name of
guess
the
you could roll
class.
advantage.
And this is history.
Yeah.
Also, I hate to
Yikes.
be that kind of power player, but for finishing such a big step of our
No extra
journey, fine.
No.
Such hand.
Especially because you started it like that.
I deserve it.
Okay.
Not the experience, the punishment.
I mean, I want the experience.
You all
Nice.
go down a level.
Cloud giants are kind of you're kind of like humans in a respect. Many are good, many are evil. A lot of them straddle the line. Typically, a cloud giant acts kind of selfishly. Usually, have self-preservation as the top of their itinerary because there's so few of them. Traditionally, they're just underneath storm giants, and they've always felt like they were undeserved of that post, and they wish to rise above and become. The
Oh,
leaders of
okay.
the
I thought
giant
they were
caste.
thinking they were
Like
like
clouds.
they needed to be lower.
No, they kind of resent that their
They're
storm giant brethren
underneath
are
storm.
at the top.
Yeah. Okay, I mean, it sounds like they all have done. It also sounds like they've all done things that are kind of dickish. We've seen the fire giants attack a town. We've ostensibly heard and saw the aftermath of a cloud giant one. I'm sure the frost giants aren't up to anything good.
What about the storm giants?
That's a good question. Do we know about their area, or was it the
No,
high
you
forest?
didn't ask. You didn't present an artifact that. Gave
Oh
you
right, it
information.
was what? Stone, fire, cloud, and ice.
Yeah. Or stone or hill, something like that.
No, you didn't. You didn't inquire about hill giants either.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we know nothing about storm or hill. But yeah, I mean, I am ambivalent. If anyone has any preferences, we can go for that one. If not, we can go for the one we have the most information about.
Yeah, let's go for what we know most of, I'd say.
Well, then sounds like you're heading towards the Evermores.
Yep, let's start searching.
Okay. 2-day flight.
Now, hear me out, though. We're very, very close to Noenar's hold in the Evermores.
That's true.
We could get our vengeance. Although, at the same time, we could just completely ignore it because we're completely cured.
Okay.
Yeah.
Haven't even entered the Evermores yet. And it's early in the morning, and all of you rise to hear noise.
Uh-oh.
Oh, dear.
Loud. It pierces right through your ears, and it sounds like something in immense amounts of pain.
Oh
Want to
dear.
go check it out?
I mean, I assume so. We're on a
Are
flying
we
boat. We
flying?
can't really
are we
get
still
away
in
from
flight,
it.
or have we landed?
Yes, you're still in flight.
All
right.
Come
The
approach
cultists
the
are even
cultists.
shaken by it as well. They're saying, "What the divines is that?"
Does this airship have a balcony?
Well, it's an airship.
I assume it has railings we can look over. I'll
Yeah,
try and
right,
see
okay.
if I
It has
can.
a
Yeah,
deck.
I guess is there a deck, or is it just like all contained?
I go
It
to
sounds like-
wherever
No,
I
you can
to
stand on the
observe
deck
the
and be
source of this
outside.
sound.
Okay, there's a deck. Cool. I do that. I do that.
Okay. The sound seems to be coming from everywhere and nowhere at once. However, it becomes stronger as you keep looking towards the Evermores.
Is it one continuous noise, or is it like just
For about 10 seconds, you hear a scream as it dies down, and then you think you're at peace, and then immediately it starts up again. Constant screaming.
All those who want to go to the fire giants. But no,
I mean, I'm still
It
curious,
doesn't
but-
sound like a human, for sure.
And you're saying that it's coming from everywhere but nowhere.
Like,
it seems
is
to be
so
emanating from the
loud, It's
Evermores.
emanating throughout the
Oh.
entire Evermores.
Okay.
Does it sound like anything I would know?
Speaks the language of pain.
Like, it doesn't sound like any
I
kind
know
of
that.
animal.
There's no language, no words, nothing. Just guttural primal
Screaming.
noise.
I mean, I'm pretty
Throats.
curious.
Your throats are starting to hurt just thinking about it.
Is it loud enough to cause us pain?
No.
Like, okay. I
It
mean,
also doesn't affect your concentration.
Okay.
Let's keep
Yeah,
pressing
let's
forward.
find out what's going on.
Okay. Roll me survivals. I shall roll with advantage.
Cool.
I am on
Feeling that this
fire
is gonna go
tonight.
well.
I
Hey,
am on
25.
the opposite of fire. I am wet.
You're able to guide the airship.
I'm gonna reword that statement.
You're able to guide the airship through most of the morning and into the afternoon about here, when upon the horizon, you noticed a large castle floating in up above, suspended above the Evermores. Source of the
That's
scream
not
seems to be
good.
coming from there.
Is it the cloud giant we met before just had a floating tower, correct?
Yeah, the floating wizard tower, complete with wizard hat.
Yes. By the by, if the screaming's still going, I'm going to stare suspiciously at the sun and see if there's a face on it.
No such luck.
Whoever
In
this
fact,
has been
you're blind
screaming
now.
for like 5 or 6 hours, I think, if we just crossed into the middle
Yeah,
of the
nonstop.
Evermores.
There have been some breaks, like a couple minutes long, but it just keeps going.
Those are the worst when it's like, oh, is it finally over? Back to screaming.
Yep.
So if they're
Okay.
coming from this castle, then we should go inside it. Just a matter of finding a way in, I assume.
Yes, you see that there are some places that are obvious for landing as if you would arrive. However, the skies are clear, save for a few sparse clouds that follow in the castle's wake.
So it might be very easy for them to see us if we dock.
Mm-hmm.
You would have to make a concentrated effort to hide among the clouds, or to try to, hide yourself from
Oh.
landing.
No one here is really a sky sailor, so I don't know if that would work too well. We could try, but
If you
Well,
mention
we've
it to
got the
cultists,
whole
they'll say we can
crew.
attempt a maneuver. It should be
Okay.
doable.
I mean, it's probably for the best because these people have not shown us anything but hostility in the past.
Wait, are these are dwarves?
No, cloud giants. They destroyed
Oh.
a town. Pretty
But
sure they're gonna
didn't we
stomp
also get carried around by a cloud giant?
a singular
cloud
one.
giant.
Yeah.
They're very versatile. They're not a hive mind, Shao.
As you see the airship and you consort with the cultists, you can surmise that there are 4 landing areas you could consider. There is a courtyard on a battery. There's like an extra cloud that is connected by a set of stairs that leads up to a gatehouse. Gatehouse's arrival platform itself, or there are a couple of lawns on the tower's ground floor that look like they could accommodate entry.
What does everyone else feel? I mean, landing in the courtyard or next to in the gatehouse's port.
Seems a bit brash, doesn't it?
Yeah, I feel like the cloud connected to the gatehouse is kind of they're focused on whatever's screaming. We might be able to sneak in through the outer edges, but that's my opinion. I'm not the stealthy man.
Oh,
Makes
who
sense
is
to
in
me.
this group?
I have 6 to sail.
Probably you then.
I mean, the cloud on the other side, or like on its own, might be the best bet, just because.
Is there any that look like it would be easier to hide our ship landing in, like with the clouds and whatnot? Could we roll a survival to see and
No
tell?
check required. All of those are approachable by stealth.
Okay.
There's all sorts of places you could land that will not be covered, but those are the 4 that are
That are.
that you and the cultists have like surveyed and say those look like the most likely places we could take you. However, they don't want to stay. They'll say if you get in trouble, need to pick up, signal us.
How?
Give you a horn, an ivory horn.
All right, that works.
Will you hear us over the screaming?
If we hear the screaming, we may just do a flyby. Klauth likes to have his servants alive.
All right, that works for me.
All right.
All right, where do you want to land then? I'm good with. I personally vote for the cloud near the gatehouse. Kind of the ancillary entrance.
Makes sense.
I shrug. Not really particular as to where. I mean, we're gonna be striding in a giant territory no matter where we come in. So.
So could you repeat where you wanted to enter?
It was the one where you mentioned like the cloud off to the side of the gatehouse.
Yes.
All right, let the record show that if anything goes poorly, Creek cannot say anything because he didn't care enough.
Go consult the map.
Don't blame me. I voted for Kodos.
Your HPs are taken from the battle table, so you'll have to redo your stats.
I'm assuming
Yeah.
we've rested, correct?
Yeah.
It's 2 days to get over. So
Yeah, so we should be full up.
I'll need to resize you as well, because this place is huge.
That's what I thought.
I really hope it is.
I hope it's drawn out properly and not like that, oh, it's 1 square, but 1 square is 30 feet bullshit.
Should be sized properly.
That's good to hear.
Take a look. Yes, it is properly sized. And now I will import your characters. Here. You're on the right side.
Oh, I see the light.
Don't go to the light.
Okay, so we've landed.
You have your radiuses, right?
I don't have a radius. I just have line of sight, and I'm seeing through windows and
I
whatnot.
mean, like, there's fog of war in there.
There is. It's blocked
Yeah.
by the doors and walls.
Yes. Excellent. That means I did it right. Woo!
Okay.
Wait
Well,
a
I immediately see a giant ballistas.
Yes. 2 giant ballistas. Like, literally, giant-sized ballistas.
I didn't
As in
Bolts,
ballistas
I could
size for
use
giants
that.
or ballistas that are giant?
Yes.
This is what we need on the.
But
ship.
Okay, each of the steps are 3 feet high and 6 feet deep, which means you're kind of like doing that Rick and Morty climb up and
Yeah.
waddle around to get up them.
Except for Creek, who's doing like you know
Weird.
those
Yeah,
sticky
I'm not
things
even.
that you throw
My
to the
stomach can't even
wall?
fathom what he's trying to do.
oh, the sticky hands.
Yeah, the
Splat.
sticky hands. They're where they're like the guys, and you throw them at the wall, and they just sort of flop backwards down all the way. Just imagine that in reverse.
Let's see here. Battlements surround this gatehouse's arrival platform. See 2 ballistae coming out of holes, and a large stone door.
So, how do we get that stone door open? Well, I'll start approaching it, start climbing the ladder. Well,
Nope.
the stair.
Creek.
Yeah. Boingy, boingy.
not consecutive.
Boingy, boingy.
It's not constructive to have the muscle in the back.
Well, it's not constructive for the
I'm
squishies to take point.
Inspect the door. Does it seem to have any obvious locks that we can see? Maybe we can climb
Or
through the lock
cracks.
hole.
There is a lock, but it's large enough for your fist to go through.
That makes it easy to maneuver, right?
Pick the lock.
Good luck
Yeah.
moving the tumblers.
Just get
That's
a
That's
Well,
what we'll
actually,
have
clearly
Lon
what you
on
do
screen
is you just
for.
ban porn.
Yes, the doors are closed.
Do we knock?
That
Think anyone's
seems
gonna hear
very...
us?
That would definitely go against the whole let's fly in unnoticed.
I mean,
You're the giant.
how
hunter
is
here.
this laid out? There's a stairway here we can walk on. How about these clouds to the north of us? Can we walk on those, or?
You don't know. They look like they're made out of normal clouds, but then again, they're supporting a tower. Cloud giant magic is very strange.
How far down is it from the top of these stairs?
To the clouds.
Yes.
You can judge it for be about 200 feet.
Okay, we're not doing that.
Are there any like cracks in the door? Or is it like completely?
It's a double door,
Sealed.
so it's like two pieces that have folded in. So there's large cracks.
Are they large enough that we could squeeze through? As you
Not
know,
squeeze through.
Along the sides here, are there any kind of ledges that we can shimmy across? Or...
No, it's a stone wall with a sheer face.
Okay.
curses foiled again.
Curse you,
What?
door.
Come on, guys.
I
We've
mean,
only got 13
worst to
questions go.
worst, I could use a charge of the chime of opening. I have 10 out of 10, and it'd probably open the store.
Ah.
It's how much are we committed to breaking into this giant fortress?
Committed enough that we decided to come here.
Fair enough. All right, do we do it then, or do we want to try and find
Go
another
for
way
it.
in? It doesn't come back. Remember that.
How many charges do we have?
10.
How many does it take?
Good question, actually, because I think it's each lock takes one.
Correct.
So if we have a way to,
Point
get in through, say, one of those ballista holes,
You basically have 10 skeleton keys. That's really.
Yeah.
Okay,
and it
so that's-
also issues a clear tone that
Yeah, it's
anyone
like a
within,
bong.
yeah.
Right,
No, that'll
but it's
probably
also
send people
like
running.
incredibly tiny.
Before we do that, can I actually perceive under the door to see if I can even do that to
Can't perceive under the door, but the cracks in between the door is large enough so you could probably get an eye look through it.
Let's do that.
Alright,
see if
so I'm
we
gonna
see if we
try that.
notice anyone. Well, first, can we hear anyone on the other side of the door, maybe stomping around?
I mean, I could just like do the DM hating thing and use primeval awareness, but I don't want to be here for like 20 minutes. So yeah, I'll just try to perceive.
Yeah, I put my ear to the crack and poke my head. Well, not through, but try to get an angle to.
No, you put your head into the lock.
You're
It's
stuck
very-
there now.
It's very windy out here, but you can't hear any kind of stomping around. And if you look through the door, what you see is a long gateway, like a bridge that leads to another door about 300 feet away.
Jesus Christ.
At the door, you see. What these even look like? See two sapphire statues of birds, immobile, just flanking the door on either side.
Okay.
Hmm.
So another thing I just remembered, I do have a 1-day cast of fly, and then I believe I still have, what's it called? Oh, levitate, but that's also 1 a day. But I think with that, no, that's still 1 creature. I think. But yeah, theoretically, if we want at least one of us to slip through, we could fly to one of the ballista windows there. I mean, it's that, or we use the bell to open the door and something happens with those statues, I bet.
Probably
Give me
maybe a
one
bit
second.
intrusive. These stairs also lead down.
Oh,
Just
I
a
am
thought.
consulting my equipment,
well, be gone, thought.
and nothing like that, unfortunately. I have pythons and I have hemp and rope. I do not have a grappling hook.
I believe.
We
Let me
could try
check
seeing
mine.
what's downstairs.
Actually, I'm gonna go down to like over here.
I
and
actually
see
do
if I
have a
can like
grappling hook.
drop python on this, and if it will.
Sure. You'll
It'll
drop the
drop through.
python and it'll disappear among the clouds.
Well, you're not getting that back.
Nonsense.
So-
Dive after that, buddy.
I do
paid
have a
3
rope and
good
grappling
silver
hook,
for
by
that
the way.
python.
So if
Really, do we want to use
one
a
of us
chime
is
of
up in
opening,
it, then
or do we
can,
want to,
swing it?
or use your fly or levitate and shimmy
that
along the
too.
wall?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can't imagine us using fly at any other point. That might just be the easiest one. Have someone tie it to the ballista and tie a rope to the ballista,
And then as
have
we're
us-
climbing, they fire it.
Well, you can tie it to the base. How's that going to break it?
Yeah. But
Oh
tying
no,
it
like
to
tying it to the
tying it
ballista is a very good
ballista
idea. I'm just imagining
out
someone
funnier.
firing it and us going flying off into the air.
Well, yeah, that's why we tied it to the base, not the arrow.
See what he's getting at.
But
yeah, Creek,
so
is it time for the magnificent flying creek again?
Maybe
I
we
was
should
honestly
have...
thinking more of Shell because we don't know
Yeah.
if they have someone by the balliste, and if so, we want someone who can sort of be sneaky about it.
I'd be fine with waiting for Shell to kind of sense if there's a giant in this on the other side of this door. How long did that take? 10 minutes or 1? 10 might be too much.
Well, wait.
He has the
Or you should
ability
wait
to
for-
sense his favorite enemies, so if we just kind of
Oh,
focus
it's,
it here and see if there's anything waiting on the other side of the door.
So, primeval awareness allows me to, after 1 second.
Action, expend 1 ranger spell slot. 1 minute per level of the spell slot you expend.
Is that the new ranger or the old ranger?
It's. I think that's the old ranger one. Let me just type. I have the full text of it.
Okay. You are against a creature you have attacked within the past 10 minutes. 1 minute in concentration.
What?
So pretty much
1
if he
minute
okay, there we go.
concentrates for 1
100%
minute, he gets to know if there's any of his favorite enemies. I'd be fine just knowing for the upcoming area, just so we don't force a lockdown of let me go see how many things you detect in this castle. But that's really up to the magical voice in the sky.
Well, we are
You
so,
hear it too?
Maradi then. Because we're in
Well,
this.
I want you guys to do something because we spent 30 minutes
Yeah.
looking at a door.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think we're going with fly plan anyways. I just want to know if he's going to have to be careful to be quiet or not. But
Roll
we
me,
can go.
if you're using primeval awareness, roll me con to stay balanced while you're concentrating as the winds are high.
19.
You're able to maintain your balance for a full minute and focus on how far? What's the range? Do you want all of it?
No, that'd be way
No.
too much. We just want to know this upcoming area if he senses anything.
No giants in that upcoming area.
Okay, perfect.
Alright.
Go, fly.
We
Alright. So cast flying shell.
Yep.
and I'll try to stealth up to fly. Well, flying, which is kind of weird. I know.
Honestly, it's probably the well. Okay,
Wait, how many of you are
noise.
flying?
Just shall.
Just shell.
He's
Just
planning
shall,
to do
okay.
a grappling hook. Leave the other side of the rope to us because
Yeah.
draping it down would be kind of pointless if we fall into the clouds. But
Just want to also see this. Yeah. So I'm gonna also cast Pass Without Trace on myself.
okay, each creature you choose within. That'll be pretty nice for the hour. We'll all be pretty good at stealthing.
So
Fair
now I'm gonna roll
enough.
stealth.
Speaking of, is the thing still screaming right now, or
Oh yeah.
okay? So we won't have to worry too much about.
Okay, so 31 to stealth.
Sure.
And I'll go up to here.
We're now in the
Okay.
ballista room.
How thick is the base of this ballista?
Base.
He's
Yeah.
looking for something to tie the grapple to.
Oh, it's definitely secure. It's like bolted
Okay.
with bolts the size of your arm.
Yeah, so I'll tie the rope around it and then
I'll
give them
stand here holding it and kind of say to Maradi, "How are we securing this end?"
Roll me dexterity to tie your rope.
All right. 16.
Okay. Tie a knot, avoiding the trigger mechanism in the ballista, I imagine.
He's tying around
Very
the trigger.
tempting, but yes.
Yes, you can fasten.
How much would the pound weight be on that trigger pull? Like
One creek. probably.
150 pounds.
One whole creek, huh?
Yes. A rope will now dangle out in the wind.
Oh, we're holding on to the other end.
I
Yeah.
see. So you now
Yeah.
have the rope.
Yeah, so we're going to try and find something to secure it on this end, or I just ask Creek to hold it and say, well, sucks to be you as we climb across.
And while
Yeah, I
we're
don't
doing
have a
that, I'm
problem
looking
with
at what's in the barrel.
In the barrel, you find 30 giant-sized bolts.
Ah,
Would
convenient.
those be quarterstaves?
No, they're much heavier than that because they're made of solid iron.
Oh, I see.
So they're giant spears.
Well, legitimately, let's find something to secure this to. Maradi, Creek.
Yeah.
You look around, but besides the cloud and the stone door, you can't find anything to make a loop.
Does the door have a handle?
No.
No.
You guys don't
Okay.
have pythons or anything?
I mean, you
That's
dropped
what I'm
one.
checking my inventory for.
I do have an
now.
explorer's pack, which I'd assume would have something to secure things.
Yeah, I don't seem to have any pythons on it.
Let's check the
But you know,
explorer's pack.
you're able to
Roll
fly
mess kit, tinder
over
box, torches,
with your
rations, water
pythons.
skin, a rope. Nope, nothing to secure a rope.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
What do I
Shell can
got?
literally fly back over here.
Yeah, if he has one, then he can.
Oh, I have pythons.
Oh, well, then secure one into the ground. Although that is a good point, Maradi.
The
When
ground?
we're done. Sure, it's cloud, and it's secure enough. I'll kind of tap my foot on it, just kind of start hammering it into the ground.
The
Cloud.
cloud is like springy.
Ow.
Boing, boing.
Like
What
it
about
feels
the
like grass.
door that's made of stone?
Do that too, if you have a hammer and can hammer it into stone.
Can I use the flat of my sword for that, or is that too unwieldy?
Roll strength with disadvantage, as it's not a tool that you would normally use.
A check, correct? I'm just going to assume you mean a strength check and not a save.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, that didn't go so great.
Well, he he puts the python on the door, and he picks up his sword hilt and hits it as hard as he can. And the door swings open.
Ha! Gotta love it.
You must really hate us right now.
Yeah, pretty sure.
I swear you said it was locked.
I said there was a lock.
Ah,
there-
very good.
there's
there's
like a-
good. And then
there's like a
I
door
just
here
kind of
as well.
look at the rest of the party and go,
How
"Oh, that's easy enough."
is it also
Um,
made out of stone?
Wood. This one's made out of wood.
In all seriousness, though, what am I seeing at the edge of my sight?
You see?
Something sitting there, like a
so
cloud
you see
thing.
that, huh? Well, it
Yes.
sees you too, as red eyes in a swirly vortex locks eyes on you, and you are now in initiatives.
Grand.
Can I get an idea of what they are with perhaps a natural roll?
Let's
Ow,
get
balls.
the turn order in first.
Got it.
I always forget to select myself when I push that button. I'm sorry.
Day is not my day for rolls.
Should I roll as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Womp womp. Oh well, I'd rather take a low roll on the initiative than on a like an attack roll or something. So hopefully, Gambler's Fallacy kicks in.
21, right, Mateus?
Yes. Thank
Okay.
you. I see we're kind of split between the high rollers and the low roller plebes.
Okay. Roll me Arcana.
Certainly.
Those who see it.
Yes,
Got
20.
it.
Like an air elemental.
Interesting. Okay.
I'm not getting any
What
higher roll
would
than
I know
that,
about an
so-
air elemental?
You know that
God damn it.
confined spaces and cracks don't really stop it. It can kind of squeeze through anything the size of a sliver. They tend to be able to control winds, so they have a whirlwind attack that could try to knock you off, push you
Cool.
forward.
I'll immediately say stick to the center grounds. Don't go near edges.
Does a natural 20 get me anything more, any other information?
Considering you matched my roll.
They're immune to poison. They're resistant to lightning, thunder, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical weapons.
Fair point. Does everyone have a
Okay.
magical weapon yet?
No.
I got the Great Club.
Yeah, we never actually got rid of that thing, so that's good.
Okay, Mateus.
Yep. How much was that? 10. Okay.
Just to make sure, silver only works again. Is sorry. If silver works on something in replacement of non-magical damage
It will
or
say
whatever,
it.
it'll
Yeah, it'll say it.
specifically say
It'll
it.
say
Got it.
vulnerable to silver or something like that.
Got it.
Or
Okay, just want to make sure.
resistant against non-silver, non-magical weapons.
Got it. Worth a shot.
Okay, I'm within the 100 feet. I'll fire a firebolt at it.
Okay.
15 to hit.
15 will hit.
Okay. For 9 fire damage.
Seems to absorb it within itself, then some of the clouds will disperse.
Okay, so it seems wounded. That
Yes,
was
it seems to be
10,
affected by
20, 30. Protect
Step
me,
right
Marathi!
back.
That's my move.
Shall.
So I'm gonna go up to this door and I'm gonna try to, not knowing what the hell's going on back there, stealthily open this door.
Are you going to push or pull?
I'll try to. I'll try to pull.
Well, there is a handle. It's oh, it's giant sized. You'll have to jump a little bit.
Do I need to make a dex check for that?
No, you can standing jump that
Isn't
height.
fly still being cast?
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, do you want to just levitate up to it?
Yeah.
Sure. As you pull it, the door doesn't budge.
Hmm.
Would that be his action, or?
I will say he can also try to push it as part of
Yeah,
his
I'll
action.
try push it as well.
The door will push open.
Okay. And can I make my stealth to open it just enough so I could? Oh, okay.
Yeah, you'll be able to see that. As the door moves, this other one sees you. Oh no, I guess not.
Yeah,
has to roll-
34.
Hold on.
Oops, sorry, hit enter by accident.
Hold on. Has to roll perception.
Remember, he has a plus 10 on that.
Yeah, so it's a 34. Which he could possibly.
I would
It
be.
notices the door opening, but it doesn't. It looks more inquisitive, and it instead focuses its gaze back to the center of the room.
All right. Well, I have no reason at the moment to engage these because I still know that the other ones are fighting. So that's going to be my turn.
Okay. Their turn. Okie doke. 40, 100. They'll both double move and enter
God
your
for that.
spaces.
Oh, that's big.
All three of you make strength saving throws.
Okay, you got it.
1 each, or?
2 each.
Well, let's see what happens on that first one.
First one was great. Second one was bad.
Okay. So here's
Oh,
the
dear.
first buffet. First buffet, I see Marathi and Creek have saved. Teus, not so much. Save is... Okay. Nope. Okay. Mateus, you take 18 bludgeoning damage. The
Cool.
other two take 9. And Mateus is flung 20 feet away.
Well,
In a random direction.
Oh no.
50% chance I'm dead.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Seven.
So
1,
inward.
2, 3.
No, this corner.
Yeah, you get flung to the corner. Make a dex save as you try to cling on to the cloud staircase.
Can I attempt to grab him?
I think you're a bit busy getting buffeted by the winds yourself.
I mean, I'll inspire that 5.
I stood my ground. Oh, there you. Okay, never mind.
Okay, you managed to hang on to the staircase and not fall to your death. Now you're out of the range for the second buffet, so it doesn't affect you. You two, I see Greek
I
saves
save.
and Marathi does not.
Nope.
Stand my ground.
Marathi, you take 16 bludgeoning. Creek, you take 8. And here we go again. Starting from the top is 1, moving clockwise. I should have mentioned that.
There you go.
8.
Before.
So you're going the same way as Mateus.
Does he hit the wall first, thankfully, or because I think that's still technically on the stairs?
Yeah, he'll slam into the wall, which has a certain other thing happen.
Oh, sorry, Maradi.
Oof.
Stop stepping on my hands, goddammit.
How far did you travel? 10 feet?
5.
5.
Okay. Take 4 damage as you hit the wall. But that's their turn. Freak.
All right, snap on that rage. So I will have the boy at the door. Please
Are they
make
technically
me...
stacked up on top of his
Yes,
square?
they're all in your square.
So
Okay.
like, whoops.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
then in that case, this boy. Just to be clear about who I'm targeting with the lightning strike.
Sure.
That will be a dexterity D14.
Okay.
It'll probably save.
Rolled a 9.
Oh, it didn't. Well, in that case, it takes the
Well,
whole 3
you
damage.
said lightning, right?
It has lightning resistance, so it takes
Okay. I'm
Well, all right then. In that case, I pull out what I have decided to call the bonk stick.
Okay.
And
Roll
You're
to
not
bonk.
sorry.
and roll to bonk.
I'll try and shout for him to move into the hallway so you don't get thrown off in case they continue to buff at us.
Can I force my way out of the square?
I assume
Verbal
so. There's
provoke,
nothing.
but you can.
Okay.
Wouldn't he still be moving within their threat? Like even just stepping out of them?
Oh, I see what you mean. You're trying to like shimmy like here.
Like not be inside of them.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. So in that case, I'm gonna move here. That's
Okay. I'm gonna.
they're
populate
still in my
that.
square, so that's so that is that
They're
difficult
both
terrain?
in that square.
Oh.
They
okay.
both stacked on top of us.
Oh, okay, I see. So in the allow me to at least so that's so do I take any movement penalty for doing that?
No. Well, actually, no. Going through them is difficult terrain.
Oh, okay, so 10
that's,
feet.
does that stack?
No, just 10 feet.
So that means I'm down to 30. I am going to whichever one I attempt to lightning strike, which I believe is this one.
Huh?
I'm going to take 2 swings at with the great club.
All right, go for it.
Swing 1, 21.
21 will hit.
All right,
hear, good to
and
hear.
please add 2 to this damage.
Okay.
So 12.
I don't know
Seconds.
how a club hits wind, but like you hit the eyes.
I assume it has some form to it,
You-
otherwise
you
it
feel
couldn't
like
hurt us.
You feel resistance as you bonk it, like you hit something.
14 to bonk.
14 will miss.
Okay. In that case, I am going to take one more step
Oh
inside
god.
of the door, and I'll take the AOO.
It'd be from
it'll-
2 of them, careful.
Yeah, both of them will try to slam you.
Got it.
Really?
Did it crit?
No, I hit
No, the
multi
exact
attack instead of slam.
Oh, okay. Did it crit?
The advantage one would 27 to hit.
27 will hit.
Advantage 1.
28 bludgeoning damage.
Reduced to 14.
The second
Jesus
hit,
Christ.
17 to hit.
17 will miss.
Okay.
Oh, I need to spend a rage charge. Because I did that thing. I super raged. Alright, cool.
These
That's my
things
turn.
hurt.
They do. Murati.
That's why I'm the one trying to
Okay.
take the hits.
If I were to cast levitate on Mateus, we're clearly higher than 20 feet off the ground, but would he be able to levitate up to 20 feet above, like, where he is now?
So Mateus is currently clinging on a staircase. but it's
Exactly,
bounced.
which is why I'm
Yeah.
thinking if I can cast levitate and raise him
I see.
up
So
a
he can
bit.
like freely just float up.
And then
Yeah.
just
Would that
shimmy
stop
along the wall.
fly?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
it's
would.
levitate a concentration spell.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know what's going on over there,
Oh,
so...
Exactly.
Actually, no, I'm not going to say anything.
You can cast it, but you'll have to cancel the concentration on your fly.
Yeah, I would do that.
Well, hold up,
Mateus's
hold up.
life is clearly in more danger than what I know of Shao's, so I'll use that.
Hey, what's
on,
going on?
okay.
Flying over here on the cloud. Oh, fuck.
Well, hopefully he didn't fly over the clouds.
Here's hoping.
You see a tiefling-shaped object.
Fuck you guys.
Okay, so you'll cast levitate Mateus.
Yeah.
Cal,
And
you will
then-
drop back onto the ground, but take no damage because you weren't high enough.
Okay.
And
Alright.
hopefully that tells him something's wrong if Maradi stopped
When he
concentrating.
Well,
opened
something
door-
was wrong as soon as I saw
Yeah.
them move
When he
to
opened
the
the door,
doorway.
he saw one of these air elementals.
Oh,
so-
I see.
Mm.
But thank you for that.
But he was able to stealth through it. Anything else, Marty?
I think with his action, he can kind of lift and raise or lower me. Could he lift me so that I'm kind of even
Well,
with
it
the
takes an action
stairs?
to cast, doesn't it? Or is levitate a bonus?
Levitate is an action, but I think as part of that action, you can start levitating someone, and then after that, you can use your action to raise and lower them again.
That's correct. Oh, hold on. Are you over 500 pounds?
Let me check.
Tall, but are you fat?
Wow, that's kind of rude.
Now that you mention it, I do have 350 pounds of iron in my pockets.
Clunk.
I mean, that is good to know. We can't levitate a giant.
Yeah.
Unless he's very thin.
Yeah, so you can use your action to move the target. So
Meth head
Yeah.
giant.
Yeah.
okay.
So-
Anything else?
Well, that's what I'm wondering. Like, I
Perhaps
could
it's-
try moving out, but that would risk getting hit.
We've seen them
they've already
swing
attacked
once, so do you have some way to boost your armor? Now that I don't have to hold on, I can focus on this as well.
I have shield, but I wouldn't be able to cast that since I've already casted levitate. Right?
I'm not 100% on something like
Yeah,
that,
because
but
you casted a spell, you can only cast a
Yeah.
cantrip as a bonus.
Yeah. I do have, however.
well, technically it'd be a reaction, but yeah.
Yeah, I do have cutting words, which could honestly be better. So I mean, I suppose I can risk that, provided me getting hit isn't going to cause Mateus to like fall.
That's actually a fair point.
That's
We'll
the
have to
thing.
concentrate.
That's the main thing.
So the concentration ends the spell, correct?
Yes,
Well,
if he's
it-
interrupted.
Yes.
So according to Levitate's description, the last line is when the spell ends, the target floats gently down to the ground if it's still aloft. So you won't fall.
Okay, so I'll float down.
You'll have some time
You'll
to
float
react.
down to the
Several.
clouds that we already tested a Python on.
Well, no, I think what he's saying is to the ground. Would those clouds count as ground, or would I go all the way down to the Evermores?
If you go through the clouds, you may actually end up wasting or using the 10 minutes of float.
Is it only lasts for 10 minutes for the
That's how
float
long the
gently?
spell lasts.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
It's a shame you don't have the horn. They could catch you.
Well, no, I think what he's mentioning
Well,
is
wait a
if the
minute,
spell
actually, no, because it
ends.
says when the
it
spell
floats
ends.
gently
So
to the
if you use it for
ground.
the full 10, then it still ends with.
Let me put it this way: do we really want to test that?
Yeah, no,
A
I
little,
don't. That's the
but-
thing.
Well, I think the more pressing thing is we might have to test it, but I am willing to. I haven't. Well, I guess you did levitate me up. I'm confident enough in my dex, and I have ways to roll again and add to my check. I think it's okay to move because I'm going to be moving past them anyways. So
All
Go,
right.
Jack.
I believe in you.
Okay, here I go then. 5, 10, and I'm guessing that's where it provokes, or is it the
That
next?
would have been, I think.
It
'cause
would have
that's
if
where.
it could.
Oh,
Okay.
No, remember, it
15.
provokes
See, we worried for nothing.
25, 30.
Have we even ran
Alright.
into anything that can attack multiple times? I know we keep
You've run into things
mentioning
with
it,
multiple-
but
you've run into things with multi-attack, but not with multi-provoke.
No,
yeah,
there's no
that's-
combat reflexes, Koopa.
I think there
Fighters
actually
have it, I
is,
think.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shoot!
You-
no.
Mateus, you
the
are
the
floating,
stupid pole arm build one of you guys used.
floating gently in the air.
Would it be a move or part of my action to kind of shimmy along the wall and
I
kind
would
of
say it's part of your move to try to like touch the wall. And,
kind of pull myself
Crawl
along
along.
it? Yeah. Would
Yeah.
it be double move or
yeah, I would,
half movement?
Well, yeah, I would say you can normally move
okay, if normally move, then
because levitate doesn't specifically say it affects your speed. So
fair enough. How high did you put me up? I'm wondering if I can float above you here, or
You're actually able to also move yourself up and down with it.
I think that used as an action though. I'd
that
rather.
does use an action. Controlling altitude uses an action.
So I mean, as I was lifting you, I would have been like, hey, do you want to go the full 20 or? I would've put you at
No,
whatever
I
altitude you
can't change it. Only you can. You can change the altitude by up to 20 feet if you are the target. You
yeah.
can move up and down as
Yeah,
part of your
Koopa would
move.
have to
Oh,
push
okay.
or pull
That's what
against the
that-
fixed object.
Yeah.
want.
So I'm just
Okay,
gonna
well then-
stick to the wall and get to here then.
Sure.
At this
That's your
point,
move.
I think I'm going to throw out a fireball because these things need to die.
Yeah, sure.
So give me 2 dex saves, DC 15.
20 and 9.
Okay, one succeeds, one fails. Up to you to determine which one was which.
The one that you hit with a firebolt is going to fail.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, first of all, how dare you? No wild magic. Here's the fireball. Cast at 3rd level. It's going to be 23. I am going to use a point to reroll the 1, 1, 2, and 1. So subtract 5 from this. And...
So 18 plus...
Oh, crap. 7. So 25 instead.
Well, them's are numbers.
Empowered never works well for me.
I assume you're talking about just a little behind it so Creek doesn't get
Yes,
blast.
in general, yeah.
All right, Shall.
All right, I'm back on the ground. I'm gonna move.
Yep.
Shal,
Yeah.
Shal,
Oh.
where are you? Fight the wind.
I can't get a shot on it. Yeah, I had to have to move literally one more. Actually, moved here. Where was I previously? Damn
I
it.
think you can control Z it to go back.
Nah.
You have moved 30 feet. That was exactly 30 feet.
Yeah, I'm wondering if I could have moved.
I believe you're here.
Any
Here?
potential diagonals you could take
Yeah.
instead?
Well, I'm not sure if the staircase counts, or like how high up the staircase is.
Staircase goes up about, wow, 30 feet.
Oh, Jesus.
It's giant sized.
Yeah,
sense.
so pretty much I'd have to
Is
go
it-
to here, and that would be my move. And
then double move to...
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, which, again, I don't,
Okay.
even then I don't have a good line of sight on it.
Yeah, okay, well, next turn you'll be able to join in. Although they might move closer. We'll see if they go for Creek.
Anything else?
I don't have any other moves I can do, no bonus action or anything like that. And I think I'm still concentrating on Pass Without a Trace.
Yes. Yes, you're concentrating past about trace. You still have the plus 10 to dex checks. Roll me perception, Shal.
Alright. Nope.
Yeah, you're pretty focused on looking at the air elementals right now. Okay, their turn. First things first.
All right, let's go.
This one will approach. And this one will develop just Creek.
Okay. I think what you
So
could do
we're
is
in
if
the-
you
we're in
move
the
it
same square.
move it onto him and then move Creek or move
Yeah,
it
Creek is
below
above.
Creek.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah, so Creek's above the lair. So one of them is next to you and one of them is on you. The one
Okay,
next
what's
to you is
happening?
going to try to slam.
Got it?
2 slams.
Wait,
22
am
to
I
hit?
taking 2 slams or is
I think
it
it's attacking
doing
you
two?
twice.
Yes.
Yikes.
22 to hit.
Sorry?
22 to hit.
That will hit.
That does 25 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Minus 12 or 13.
A 12. Oh, it's right down.
13.
It rounds down?
Oh, you
Okay.
take 12, subtract 13. You worded it really strangely.
Okay, well,
It.
I take 12. Anyway, moving
The other
on.
one rolled a 12 for the
That
slam.
will miss.
Okay. The one that moved in you will try to whirlwind you again.
Okay, I
It's
get
strength
advantage
saving
on this
throw.
save because I am raging.
That's good to hear. Also, we now know it's at least a 5 or 6 on the recharge.
Oh no!
I will Winds of Fate that to add a d4 to his save using 2
What's
points.
that? You're giving the ball to me?
No, this is the 2
Oh, that's the other
sorcery
one.
points, so he gets a
2 sorcery
15
points.
instead.
A 15 will save.
Oof.
You're welcome. As
Ah,
Yeah,
Three bludgeoning
you see me
damage
lose
and
my
not-
footing, and you're
it
just
is
like
not-
shit,
not
shit,
prone.
shit. Bro, I don't know, but
to be
all
fair,
right.
there's only one direction that would have killed you.
Yeah, but I also don't like being slammed.
Did we know how far he'd fly back? 15 would be enough.
20, right?
Oh, if it was 20, yeah, there. I don't know if you'd be able to grab anything. And then that one
But
moved.
that's their turn. Yeah,
Okay.
it moved after it hit him.
Sure.
Creek.
So bonus. I can't tell which one I've zapped before.
Which
One
one?
you zapped is the one not inside you.
Not inside me. All right, I will continue to zap.
Sorry,
that
you're
one.
not inside it.
The
Are
witness
we-
inside you.
I
Are
Oh,
we
shoot,
are we
the
seeing
wind.
some weird shit here, Maradi?
Creek is
Alright.
starting to inhale the air elemental.
Uh,
Now I'm just
I do weird
imagining it
things when
kind
I
of
rage, okay?
flowing in
Uh,
through his various orifices until he explodes.
All
The
right,
one that
Dex-
the one that Creek is in the one that's in Alpine Creek space is the one that took the fireball.
Okay, the full fire.
So I'm gonna target the one that is not in my square,
Okay.
for the lightning.
Perhaps move closer so that if it whirlwinds on you again, you
Critical
don't...
success, 25.
Yikes! So luckily that doesn't mean anything because it just takes
Well,
two.
It has
it takes
resistance.
1.
Yeah.
Oh right, resistance. Oh well.
I
Damn
mean,
points
it
are
literally
points.
would have done 1 no matter what you rolled.
So do I take any? Do I take any? Do I only take a movement penalty for moving within the square of this elemental?
Yes.
So
So if you go this way, you're only using 10 feet of movement. That's 10, 20 feet.
Yeah, still better because I don't think he can die if he gets thrown anywhere unless they tag team and whirlwind him twice.
well, they have to
Throw him out into the
they
stairs
have
and
to-
then throw him out onto the cloud.
So in that case, I will also attack that the same elemental I targeted previously, twice
Sure.
even.
Sure.
Wah! That's wasn't supposed to be with advantage. That's going to be an 8, which will miss.
Yeah.
And the second attack,
Did you give up reckless? Oh my.
But
Oof. But it's that time of the night.
7
folks.
o'clock. Yeah. It's 11
Alright,
o'clock.
yeah,
Do you
those
know
are
where your
real
children are?
elemental Hours.
Who up?
Anything else, Creek?
Meanwhile, it ain't me because my turn's over.
We know how long these
Maradi.
things' arms are.
They seem to be only able to reach directly in front of them.
Okay. Thankfully, they're not threatening either of us, Maradi.
Although, to be
Yep.
fair, they haven't made an attack with any kind of reach yet, so
Mhm.
that's all
That's
the
fair,
change
they haven't done
lies.
it.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, hi, Shao.
Did
And
they have
then,
reach?
On
Okay,
the top one was the one that's been damaged previously.
Bottom.
Right?
Yes. The
Oh, no.
top one took the fireball out full.
Okay.
The bottom one has been swung at by Creek.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So on the top one, I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt as a 3rd level.
Sure.
We know a
Ooh.
14 will miss.
We know 14. Okay, then
Yes,
I'm
he's missed on
inspired.
a 14.
So allow me to re-roll that. 15.
I've hit on a 15.
You have
so
hit on a 15, and that'll hit.
Oh, perfect.
But up.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Wow. All right, so
23?
that's 23. Yeah.
Your bolt
And,
slams into that air elemental, and it
It
bursts
glows.
slightly, but reforms.
And next attack on it has advantage.
Anything
Solid.
else?
That was my move. As a bonus, I'll go ahead and give Mateus Bardic Inspiration.
Thank you kindly.
Before Mateus takes his turn,
Uh-oh.
shall fail his perception roll.
Oh no.
We'll see. The 2 statues of the birds have gotten much closer. Have animated.
Hey,
I
those
see.
birds-
Animated.
Are those birds moving towards us?
Yes, they are. Arcana?
Sure.
22. God, where are
I
these
bet
rolls
you
when I'm
while they're
saving?
rolling, hey,
God
because
damn
I-
it!
I'm siphoning.
They look like Aarakocra. However, they also look like they're made of ice and snow.
Quit being so greedy, Mateus.
They're definitely static. Perhaps they're some sort of simulacra?
Actually,
No one's ever
Mateus
heard
is
of a
absorbing rolls, I'm
simulacrum.
just gonna roll mine right now.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Siphoning.
you
I knew it. I knew it would happen. I knew
He
it.
stole all our Arcana.
He
yeah,
stole
that-
all
they
our
used-
blood.
They use their turns to double move, so that's
Okay,
their
good to
turns
know.
over. So
Were they at
Mateus, it's
the-
your turn.
Were they at the base of the tower?
They were next to
like-
the doors. Yes.
Okay, so they
Across
flew
the
a
gate.
good amount in a double move. Okay.
Well, it took them 2 turns to get here.
Okay. What do we want to deal with? The birds
I'm
or the
pretty
air
sure
elementals?
you can just throw a fireball at those at the
I'd
statues
rather
and
not use
call it.
another third level. I want to not burn through all of my spells because we're not going to find a place to sleep for 8 hours here unless we do
Literally
something
the
really
first
weird.
fight.
Seriously.
Yeah, that's true.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to use a 2nd level Chaos Bolt twinned.
Sure.
Okay, it's on 1 that it
Ooh,
happens,
yeah,
not
yeah.
a... Okay.
Double wild match.
But yeah, I'm gonna target 1 at... Actually, it's... Okay, it's within range. We could go silly here if I do this right. Each of them going at the air elemental. I'll do the advantaged one first, because it had guided bolt.
Yep, roll advantage.
I'm going to use my bardic inspiration that he gave me
Meanwhile,
to make it a 15.
Wow.
You're
Oh,
one
boy.
lucky boy.
wow.
And I'll roll the attack without advantage on the other one.
Not gonna lie, that you say that it's all.
Oh my god, yes! I've been waiting for this.
What the?
I crit a Chaos Bolt. Here we go. Okay.
Oh no! I'm
You
reading
shouldn't
the
have said that. It's
description.
gonna be
Yeah,
Yes.
Also,
By
dice
the
get
way,
multiplied.
oh Jesus!
Okay, so let's do the solo one first.
Yeah.
Not crit, level 2 spell. That is 3 and 7. Damn. But let me check the... I'm pretty sure I can pick not lightning, but I'll tell you what it's going to be. It's what, 3 and 7?
7.
I'll choose fire. I know that does good. So 12 to the first one. And now here comes the crit. Oh, there's double ones. We get a split.
Yes.
So 1, 1, 6, and 8, huh?
Also, by the way, big props to Maradi for that first.
Definitely not choosing
bolt even
thunder.
hitting.
I'll choose acid, I guess. Okay.
Acid.
Yeah, so the top one took 17 fire, and the bottom one just took 8, 24, 28 acid. And now
Okay.
since I matched the d8s, it's going to bounce to the other elemental.
You acid.
What was that?
Does acid.
Yeah, it's doing acid. Does it seem to do full or half or none?
Definitely does full.
Okay, good. Here's the bounce. Ooh, if only it was another
Aw.
crit. But so this is back on the top one, I believe.
Yep.
It's still a second level Chaos Bolt. No match, unfortunately, but I'll pick fire, so it'll do... Wow, that's ass. But, oh well, what are you going to do? 11 fire damage, the top one.
Okay. They're still up, but this one seems like it's dematerializing. Winds are very weak.
Perhaps focus that one down so it doesn't act
Nah,
again.
I think we'll leave it be.
Any idea what these things do? Because I have no clue.
Well, they seem to be simulacrums, so my guess is stab. I'm not sure how good they'll stab, but
I'm gonna move to here so I can actually get a line of sight. I'll try to shoot this one.
that is the weakened one, right?
This.
Okay, good.
20 to hit
20 will hit.
for 5. 8 damage.
Okay, it's still up.
Mm,
Second shot. Misses.
anything you can do?
I
Or-
can yell profanities at it.
R.I.P. y'all.
Yeah, a little bit. Good luck.
Thanks.
Good luck,
And maybe-
everyone.
Yeah, but I'm probably gonna be
That's my
taking
turn?
it at least 2 attacks this turn.
Yeah, no recharges. You're getting 4 attacks.
Oof.
I said at least
How are
2.
you looking
Alright.
on the
Alright,
HP
I'll
front?
tell you right now, my AC is 18.
Sure. 22
Let
hits for 15 bludgeoning damage.
Okay,
Seven.
that's only
Let us know the
7.
numbers just in case, because Maradi and myself
Yeah.
can
Mhm.
Yeah,
use
yeah,
it. But yeah,
A 15 will miss.
okay.
14 will miss.
Huh?
19 to hit.
Okay,
Ah,
I'll
that's
go ahead
19.
and react with cutting words.
Don't you reduce it by 1. Don't you reduce it by...
Don't
Oh.
you do it.
Yeah.
All right. They're going to shimmy over, but take no more actions.
Whew.
Freak, you're up.
All right. Well, right back at you, my dude. The one that's dematerializing is gonna get a lightning bolt.
I
Sure.
swear, if it dissipates
24.
with...
That will
Save
Save.
has resistance, it takes 1 damage and dissipates.
Oh
Yay!
my god.
Oh my god.
I like
That
to think that
one
the
damage
lightning bolt
tase
is
has
actually
killed
just an electrical
entirely
shock.
too many
Yeah, I know.
things.
Yeah.
It's been wonderful.
The taser.
I can't believe you rolled an 8 on damage. I was like, oh, you gotta be. It has 5 HP left.
Oh, because his
All right,
crossbow is not
Uh,
magical.
Bottom boy is
Razor.
taking 2 swings,
All right, go for it.
or rather 2 bonks.
Love
You're-
that, Cloudy Boy.
That is not.
You
a
had to
bonk,
say
I
it's
will-
taking them. Now you're gonna miss both of them.
Yeah. You had to
Yep.
say it. Fuck it.
No, you
We're at
had
the
to
end of
say
the
it.
night. I'm inspiring this.
Hey!
Hey.
All I had to do
Quadruple
was just
ones.
listen to my heart.
Kabong.
Add,
Oh, not
sorry,
bad.
16? 18.
18, yeah.
18, yeah. So the plus 2 just
Very
adds
good.
on
It is
top of that.
still up.
Bonk. All right, and that's me. Or actually, no. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15,
For the love of God, don't stand within 5 feet of me.
20.
Thank you.
No, I just imagine like I'm walking over like, here, Mateus, I'll help. No.
Don't stand so close
So
to
did you know
me.
that there's no rule that says you gain inspiration after a session?
No, it was
Fair
I
enough,
thought
I
that was the
think.
home rule that we had for previous sessions.
It is, but
Well, we've carried it for a while, but
up to
That's
you.
interesting to
Like,
know.
yeah.
yeah. Something tells me that Creek's proud. It's the end of the night. I'm gonna do it anyway. Is giving me an idea. So
Oh no.
Oh, great.
we'll see.
You ruined everything, Creek.
Again.
Mirage.
Maradi, are you saying something
No.
from the kettle you're riding?
That was out of character.
Are you saying
How do you
something,
ride a
Jordan,
kettle?
from the kettle you're riding?
But yes, Mirage, it's your turn.
Okay.
How wounded does this elemental seem?
Yeah.
Pretty wounded. I mean, as wounded as air elementals could seem.
It
Okay.
might be like fizzling out. The winds are
One of its
weakening.
red eyes is very dim.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Guiding Bolt again as a second level.
At the air element,
Yeah, the air elemental.
16 will
Okay.
hit.
For
21?
21 damage.
That will
Bad at
dissipate.
all. Nice. Now we just have these two to deal with. I salute
anything
you,
else?
Shao.
No, that'll do it.
Okay. Well, they did witness a fireball come out of the wizard.
That was very far off.
They have great eyesight
They
Well,
probably do.
they're just going
because they're
separate.
bird people.
Ah, okay. That is absolutely understandable.
I'm kind of curious now.
I'm assuming they're
That's what
flying, by the way.
Yes, they're flying.
Okay.
But 2 javelins are going to go straight towards Maradi.
Oh boy.
They saw the fireball. We're going for this other guy who's been
Well, they
guiding
can't
bolting.
reach you at that range, so they're going for the one that casted a
Ah.
guiding bolt that killed an elemental.
Who's measuring that?
Me?
Oh, okay,
Oh.
good.
I just want to see. That's
Mine's
that's
yellow, I
some
think.
monster
Okay.
eyesight. Just saying. That's going from the
That's
from the
22 to hit
doors
you,
where they
Mariah.
started over to the
Fireballs are 20 feet in diameter.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
22
but that's
will hit.
350
You'll take
feet of
5
vision.
piercing damage.
5?
Yes.
So you're saying you couldn't see a 20-foot sphere from a football
15
field
to
away?
hit you.
15 to hit me?
Oh, okay, that's fair enough.
15 to hit you.
With the 15, what I will do is I'll cast Shield.
Okay.
So 20
So
AC.
the javelin will stop like just inches away from you as an invisible force protects you.
Whom.
Okay, Mateus.
At this point, I think I'll just start using cantrips. Let's go with the firebolt on the bottom one that I can see, because I don't think I can see this top one. Pew.
23 will hit.
Pew. Oh,
It
nice.
melts.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah, they're made of ice.
Did he say they were made of ice?
Did
Yeah.
He said it was blue and crystalline, but... Oh well. But yeah, I'll move to there so I have sight, and that'll be my turn.
you said like ice and
Shell.
something else? I forget.
Ice and snow.
Yeah.
And that's what it turns back into.
I'm gonna try to shoot this one.
All right, go ahead and shoot. Shoot, baby, shoot.
Would it be considered a humanoid?
My guess would be construct, but
It is.
Me-
it's a humanoid? Nice.
It is.
10 probably still misses. Second shot. 12 probably misses.
Well, we'll hit.
Oh,
Yeah,
12 will
they
hit,
seem
okay.
pretty weak, honestly.
So that would be
Ice and snow.
Oh.
Vulnerability
dear.
to piercing.
Legitimately, though, I'm afraid that there might be some type of alarm system to the simulacrum.
Steel type beats rock. Steel type beats ice.
Oh, I got
Each-
nothing else.
Get 902.5 experience each.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Sorry, 912.5 experience each.
Slightly less. No.
Okay, I actually have to calculate that because
The points fives are
900,
back.
912.5.
Yes.
22747.5.
Sorry, 22747.
Yes.
So we're literally
We're
like,
252.5 off.
What up?
Is this something
Wow.
we should kind of plan for? Can we do it at the start of next session if we get any experience, or should we wait till the end of next session?
Well, considering you have to rest to gain your level.
Okay.
That
Just
can't
wanted to
stop
be
me
sure.
from preparing it, unless I die.
Yeah.
In which case, congratulations, someone falls from the sky, maybe.
That's the most likely cause of death at this point, although maybe giant crushing. But we have gone over our usual time, but we managed to survive, thankfully. Good
We
night,
have the
everyone.
time for a short rest.
That's an hour. It'd probably be pretty difficult.
Yeah.
You know, some of you guys are okay, but don't refill your inspiration for tonight.
Oh,
All right. Good night,
I will
everyone.
also mention that inspiration can be rewarded for playing your character. So
Right.
It's
not
mainly play into
entirely
flaws, yeah.
Yes, it's meant to promote a role playing atmosphere.
hmm.
So I won't make it impossible for you guys to get inspiration from now on, but don't
Yeah.
think that it's gonna magically come back after every session.
Okay.
Noted.
Fair enough.
All right, and that will be it.
So long, folks.
Yep.
Right.